Hello, welcome to episode 5 of 1975, the Ballads of the Whitlam Dismissal. And today we've got the Ballad of the Smoking Gun, so we're getting down to cases. Washington was disturbed the day Jim Cairns was promoted. Their National Security Council, he's not devoted. While Nixon's whacked by Watergate, soon to be demoted, he wants an NSC report with all options noted. Kissinger's Memo 204 decides Australia's fate. It's sent to Joint Chiefs and Defence, to CIA and State, looking for implications on how we interrelate, how best to keep the bases and extend their use-by date. It's also called for comment on if intel's not supplied. This final point for many years was kept most classified, because in the end it was the move the Yanks successfully tried, when Kerrs told us Aussie's info flow was soon to be denied. Report to Memo 204 has eventually been seen, and though it's heavily censored, some gems we can still glean. Pine Gap's the only ground station that there's ever been for satellites like Rhyolite that keep the US top team. They're most aware their lease ends soon. It's time for strategy. Defence says put the weights on now, teach Oz a thing or three. State says use the carrot approach to get us to agree. The CIA says do nothing, at least so formally. At Kissinger's crucial meeting, it's Colby whom he trusts to judge Goff's plans re-USA and Jim Cairns' power lust. And if before a year is out, from office they'll be thrust. The CIA does regime change. The fine points are discussed. That there is no record does not mean no decision is made. In Kissinger's bureaucracy, the game's just elsewhere played. The 40 committee managed CIA covert trade. If the Aussie problem went there, it's soon engulfed by shade. That Pine Gap flourishes today supports the assumption that the NSC gave the nod. That is the smoking gun. Angleton has a simple plan. It's made to look random, but ends in Jim and Goff's demise, Pine Gap safe from ransom. The plan in 204's report, it's there on just page 2. Whitlam's lacking Senate support, who knows what they will do if some domestic policy suddenly turns to poo? Could Kerr force new elections and welcome the other crew? Things that begin to subtly change. There's not a big earthquake. There's mention now that Goff is gone. Only a year it'll take. Ambassador Green briefs the Brits. Then Kerr and Rupert spake. Kissinger tells President Ford the game's become high stakes. The NSC are kind to Kerr, as head of state they call, to pump up his ego a bit and make sure he plays ball. The plan's confirmed from in the States, behind the secret wall. Insiders, shocked by what they see, begin to tell it all. Angleton sacked, makes a comeback. His methods highly prized. Memorandum 204 is patiently realised. On the surface it all looks calm, but when it's analysed, the NSC is cooking coup. Won't Goff be most surprised? Next week, the Ballad of Jim and Junie, and then on for further adventures of the dismissal of the Whitlam government. Have fun.